it's a fight that I will be interested. I don't know how is the situation of him, if he can fight in UK or not, but I can fight in America. Why not?
Danny Gathon here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're in Sheffield at the medical arena for a great night of boxing. A pleasure to be joined by the Albanian King Florian Marku. Florian, you've got two stablemates on the card, Liam Cameron and Thomas Asomba. Seems like a real good buzz at the Steel City Gym. As of the time of interview, they've not fought yet. Looking forward to seeing them in action and hopefully coming out with 2 wins.
Yeah, I think they both gonna win. They are really good prepared, and I came to support them.
As I mentioned there, the gym seems like a really good place at the minute. Anytime one of you fights, it seems as if the whole gym turns up. Does that make training and the whole atmosphere around the place better, and you turn up to training looking forward to it, and then everyone sort of feeds off each other's support?
Yeah, of course, we support each other. We are a team, a strong team. We take advice and we learn from each other. And when somebody of us have fight, we all go to it.
Florian, I've got to talk about the big news. We've got a date. Yourself, Chris Kongo, March 31st, O2 Arena. We knew the fight was happening, but in boxing, unless there's a date and venue, you can never be sure. You must be absolutely over the moon to have it penciled in, set in stone. You're finally going to get your hands on Chris Kongo.
Yeah, finally, I'm fighting after a good performance in September, after 6 months, not from my fault. Many things happen. I'm back out again on 31 of March with someone that people rate a lot, Chris Kongo. I think people think that he's gonna cause me problems, and he's really good, talented. But I'm really happy that this fight is close, because the fans gonna rate me more after I fight him.
You mentioned your fight in September. Now, it was a very good performance against Domaran. However, it wasn't a very long fight. I think it was, a minute and a half, if that. Is that a concern that maybe you didn't get a few more rounds going into a fighter against Chris, who has lasted the pace in his fights to date?
It doesn't really matter how long I stayed in my last fight or how much I need, because at the end of the day, for me it's the same thing. I had many rounds in the training, and I will be ready for him.
We all know the backstory between yourself and Chris, what happened at the Boxeo Aziz press conference. Taking that aside, how do you rate Chris as a fighter? What does he do well? What problems do you think he's going to pose for you on March 31st?
He is a good fighter, but if I want to call my name a good fighter, and I'm watching myself to be a world champion one day, Chris should not be a problem for me. And 31 of March, we're going to see it.
The last thing I want to talk to you about, Florian, before I do let you go, a name that you've called for in the past is Conor Benn. We saw Conor return to the ring in Las Vegas this past weekend, and as any time Conor fights, there's a lot of controversy. A lot of people think his power's gone. What did you make of his performance, and is that a fight you'd still be interested in, provided you get past Chris?
Yeah, of course. It's a fight that I will be interested. I don't know how is the situation of him, if he can fight in UK or not, but I can fight in America. Why not? This is a possibility that maybe our promoters find a solution and they make this fight. I think now, after Chris, hopefully everything goes well, inshallah. And then the UK fans, I think now, if I fight him, they're gonna support me much more than before. But yeah, I wish him all the best. For me, he did a good performance. His fighter was awkward. I don't rate his opponent, but yeah, it is what it is.
Florian, thank you very much for speaking to Pro Boxing Fans. Enjoy the rest of your night in Sheffield.